Welcome to this show, and I'm really happy to have you here in this uh, talk show podcast. And thank you so much for joining this talk show. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Today's my day off, so I just stay in
Okay,
my room and spend my free time to learn English and calling my parents.
okay, that's cool. So let us jump into our discussion without further ado. Let's get started with a very uh, personal question, that is, uh, tell us something about yourself.
Yeah. My name's Luong. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Vietnam, and
Mhm.
currently I'm working at a public hospital in Hạ Long,
Okay.
which is a small city in the north of Vietnam. And
Mhm.
I'm very happy to be here today.
Okay, that's cool. That's wonderful. What kind of a school you are from? Where did you study your elementary, your higher secondary?
I have to say, like all schools that I studied in
Mhm.
were public schools. My kindergarten, my elementary, my
Mhm.
secondary, and high school were public
Mhm.
school were in my village. And
Mhm.
when I was 18 years old, I
Mhm.
moved to Hanoi, which is the capital city of Vietnam, to study
Mhm.
at Hanoi Medical University. And my major was nutrition.
Okay. So, uh, are you introvert or extrovert?
Well, to be honest, I am an introvert.
Uh-huh.
So I think I always enjoy my solitude. I love
Mhm.
being alone in my
Uh-huh.
room or just at home.
Mhm.
Sometimes, whenever I hang out, I often feel a little bit shy,
Mhm.
embarrassed, and
Uh-huh.
that's why I think it's difficult for me to make new friends.
Mhm. Okay, that's wonderful. Now, if I ask you one thing, again, it's a very personal question. That is, uh, could you please tell us something about your family background? Mhm.
Well, my family, I always feel lucky because I
Mhm.
have a great family. I have my grandparents, my parents, my younger brother, and me. They are living in the same house in my hometown.
Mhm.
And to be honest, I am a family-oriented person. So I
Mhm.
often go back to my hometown once
Mhm.
or twice from some months, and I
Okay.
love spending my time with them.
Okay, that's again wonderful. So you are very much attached to your family. Okay.
Yeah.
So again, what kind of profession you are in? What do you do as your profession?
Well, I've been working as a nutritionist for three
Mm-hmm.
years.
Okay, so you are a nutritionist. Okay, so that is again cool. But and could you please share something for our viewer that basically nowadays everybody has some problem. The health issues. People are mostly
Yeah.
into junk foods. They don't know what kind of food they should eat, what kind of food they should avoid. So could you please share some knowledge that what kind of food they should eat and what kind of food they should avoid?
Well, I think it depends on different person.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have some diseases, you need to
Mm-hmm.
have like specialist or
Mm-hmm.
a specific nutritionist to help you with suitable diet. But
Mm-hmm.
in general, you need to have healthy diet. You need
Mm-hmm.
to drink more water, eat more
Mm-hmm.
vegetables, and avoid less just eat less junk food
Mm-hmm.
and fast food. So I think it's good.
Okay. So now one thing again, you are a nutritionist. Okay. So in your childhood, what you wanted to be, what kind of a profession you dreamed of in your childhood?
Well, when I was a child, I wanted to become a doctor because,
Okay. That's.
in Vietnam and
Mm-hmm.
especially in my village,
Mhm.
It is a small village and traditional one.
Mhm.
And I experienced a lot of people around me. They were
Mhm.
my relatives,
Mhm.
my neighbors, my family. They died because of diseases such as
Mhm.
cancer, stroke, diabetes.
Mhm.
So I hoped that I could do something to help them.
Okay. So you wanted to be a doctor and you become a nutritionist. Okay. So
Yeah.
still you are helping people to be to live their life happily, to live their life healthy. Okay, that's cool. That's wonderful. Okay. So now let us speak something of your profession. That let us speak on some on the subject English. Okay. So I
Mm-hmm.
hope that your official language is English, or what is your official language in your country?
Well, my mother tongue is Vietnamese, but
Mm-hmm.
all Vietnamese students need to learn English at schools. And
Okay.
I started learning English when I was in grade 6 in secondary
Mm-hmm.
school.
Okay. So, how did you pick up your English so well? I think, you're quite good in English. So how did you learn English?
Well, to be honest, I don't think I'm not. I don't think I'm really good at English,
Mm-hmm.
but I think yeah, I have some tips to improve my
Mm-hmm.
English. First, I just enjoy English. I don't put a lot of
Okay.
pressure on myself while I learning it. I just consider English as a hobby, as a
Mm-hmm.
habit I do every single day,
Mm-hmm.
and I have persistent when I do
Mm-hmm.
something. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of hardworking person. I do it just one step at a time, just one short amount of time, but I keep it by doing it every single day.
Okay, that's wonderful again. And one thing is that uh, what motivates you to learn English and why you are learning English?
Mhm. Well, there are several things that motivated me to learn
Mm-hmm.
English. As an introvert, I share with you like I sometimes I'm a little bit shy and embarrassed. So I want to become more confident. I want to get out of my comfort zone, learn new things, and just experience new things. And I think with good English, I can meet a lot of friends from other countries. I can open my mind and enrich my knowledge. Moreover, I think with good English, I can change my job, maybe work at an international hospital in the future. And definitely it will good for me for a long term.
Okay, that's again really why you are learning English and what really motivates you to learn English better.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I have a small question. Like
yeah,
teacher, I know like
yes.
you are an English teacher now.
Mhm.
So what motivates you to become an English teacher?
Okay, so now this is again a very interesting question. In my childhood, when I was in my I didn't go to English medium school or I didn't go to convent school. So I studied in my regional language. But when I was a child, I always used to think that if I could speak English like a native speaker, so I used to watch the people who would speak English. So that really motivated me in my childhood to learn English and also to try speak in English. But later on, when I got some knowledge, when I got the confidence, speaking in English, then I thought, okay, let us share among the students who are really not that confident, in English, and the people has some self-limiting belief that if somebody is from regional background or maybe studied in their mother tongue, so they can't speak in English. So that is what I want to uh, remove, and that is what I want to make them understand. Anybody can speak in English. It doesn't matter that whether one should go to English medium school
Yeah.
or one should go to convent school. So that's really motivates me to share this, and I'm on a mission to help student, professional, or anyone who wants to improve their English. And this really motivates me each and every day. Okay. And thank you so much for asking me. Okay. So
Yeah, it sounds great.
okay, let us go for the next question. And could you please tell us that where you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? What is your plan for the future?
Well, I'm 25 now, so in the next 5 years, I will be 30. So I plan to study further to
Okay.
take a master's degree, and maybe I will take IELTS certificate to it's better for me to study abroad. And maybe I will change my job, as I said, move to an international hospital to work because I think the environment there will be better than the environment I'm working right now. And the last one, maybe I will get married. I think
Okay.
so.
Okay. Wish you all the best. Wish you all the best in your last ambition. That it's really wonderful. And another thing, I would like to ask you that how do you spend your time? What do you do in free time?
Well, I'm working at a hospital, so I have to work from 7 to 5 p.m. Per day. So I do have free time in the evening, maybe from 6 p.m. until midnight. And I often use this time to do my hobbies, learning English and calling my parents, and making a lot of new friends from other countries with social media.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's not the way you spend your free time. It's really amazing. It's wonderful. And let me ask you one thing again. What are the important skills that are necessary to be successful in life? What do you think? What is your take on this? That what the skill someone really needs to be successful in life?
I think it's an interesting question for me because I think each person has a different definition of successful life. And from my perspective, I think eager to learn is a key. Like what things that we know is finite, but what things that we don't know is infinite. So we need to always work hard, study hard, improve ourselves, and become the better version of ourselves. So how
Exactly.
about you? What do you think, teacher Sanji?
Yes, yes. Again, you have asked a very wonderful question. That is, what are the skills one should need to be successful in life? Now, you see, one thing is that academic qualification is always important. This is you can say, the gateway of any career. If you are not having good qualification, if you are not having the degree or the diploma, you cannot apply for the job. That is what is really important. But apart from this, you need to have some soft skill. That is, maybe your communication skill, your mixing with
Yeah,
the people is also one thing, your time management, your public speaking skill. So these are very, very important to be successful in life. And if you really want to go high in the ladder of any organization or any company, this soft skill is very, very important, apart from
yeah,
your academic qualification. And I always suggest everyone that you just give some focus on your soft skill development. Develop yourself each and every day, and be the better version of yourself each and every day. Give yourself a target, that what you want to be in the next 3 months, what you want to be in the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. So always keep a goal, and that goal you try to achieve. And to achieve those goals,
uh,
you need to be very, very, you need to work hard, you need to be focused, and you need to be determined, disciplined, and dedication. Okay. So these are the things I think,
yeah.
very, very important to be successful in life. Okay. And okay, so let us go for the next question for today's podcast. And this is very tricky one, and this is very interesting one as well. If you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would you choose and why?
Well, yeah, it's a tricky one. I totally agree with that. Well, but I thought about that when I was a student in high school.
Mhm,
If I could have coffee with any historical figure, I
mhm,
would choose Ho Chi Minh. And
mhm,
a lot of foreigners know him as Uncle Ho. I would choose him not only because he was a leader of Vietnamese nationalist
mhm,
movement, he was a
mhm,
person who brought the independence to my country, but
mhm,
also because because of his personality and his
mhm,
characteristics. He was always modest, simple, and hardworking. So I
mhm,
think he would be a role model for me, not only me,
mhm,
maybe every Vietnamese person. So and I bet, like, if we could get a chance to have
mhm.
coffee, he could give me a lot of precious and useful advice.
Yeah, yes, it's wonderful that you want to really have coffee with your national historical figure, Ho Chi Minh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of our session today, and this is the end of this podcast. And Luong, it's wonderful talking to you. It's I really came to know a lot of about you, about your country, about your culture, and thank you so much for joining this podcast. And wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, thank you so much, Teacher Sanjis, for having me on this show. I'm very happy to talk to you today.